Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Cool Crab 567, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my KWA Lm4. I picked this up about a month ago. I'm just in love with this thing. This is a terrific gun in my opinion. The performance is top notch. It's a gas operated gun, so you're going to be putting green gas directly into the magazine, and that's going to be your source of power. Shooting around 352, you might sometimes get an Lm4 that has a higher FPS or a lower FPS. So I got mine just right for CQB. I'm just in love with this thing. I've done some modifications, bought a whole bunch of new attachments for it, and I just want to go over. Just to give you guys a little bit more information on the Lm4. This is probably the most realistic airsoft gun that you could pick up on the market today. Internals look just like a real AR-15 M4. Functions like a real AR or an M4. Has recoil similar to that of, I would say, a 22. You're not gonna get the crazy recoil shooting like a real gun or anything other than a 22 rifle, but it's definitely up there. It's a really fun gun to use. Magazine clips hold about 40 rounds, similar to the 30 round that you would get. It's just in a real AR, but this is just a terrific training weapon. That's really what this is. The internals are just terrific. I think seems like a lot of stuff is reinforced. I wouldn't say it's completely steel, but it looks really beefy, and there's not going to be too much problems with it. Alright, so the only modification I've really done was I replaced the handguard, the front side post, and the gas block, and I replaced it with a 9-inch Noveske NSR keymod rail system. The unique thing about these are there's not too much rail space, only on the top. You only put really what you need. You put them so by putting them in you put the rail sections in these little key mods, that's what they're called, and you just tighten them down with an Allen key. The only bad thing about these rails is on the bottom there are no key mods. In the real version there are key mods, so that's one thing you have to worry about. So you're not going to be able to attach a whole bunch of accessories on the bottom as you would on the real version. But other than that, they are compatible with the rail panels for the real version as far as I'm concerned, except for the bottom. So that's just one thing you have to be wary about. Okay guys, so starting from the back, here I have a Systema PTW crane stock. This is actually a real Systema stock. I got it from like a boneyard clearance thing. Got it for like 90 bucks. I feel gypped, to be honest. Crane stock has a bunch of problems. The padding on the other side like ripped so much after just using it one time. Both the end caps fell off, and this nub here fell off. So I replaced it with a VFC nub right there on the back. Show you guys the other side of the stock just to show you guys how ripped they got off after just one day. But it's a good stock. It's comfortable, to be honest. It feels really comfortable in the back. So that's just one thing. It's a good stock no matter what, so it's really nice. Up here I have a surefire slanted iron, rapid transition iron sights replicas. These are not the real surefire ones. I got these off of Amazon for 30 bucks, really cheap. They feel kind of cheap. They're really nice. I like them because I play Battlefield, and they honestly look pretty good. They don't get in the way. You don't have to flip them up. They're always there when you need them. So that's a plus. I went with that over the M-Bus just for that reason, and also because I wanted more of a low profile iron sights or backup iron sights. Here I have a dytac T1 replica. It's honestly one of the best replicas I've used. I had two other T1s, and this is honestly the best one. The only thing I don't have for this is a Lexan shield protector, which I'm going to try to get soon. So I haven't been using this as much as I want to, but the red dot stays really crisp, and the green dot also. And there's barely any reflection when you're aiming down the sight. There is kind of a purplish tint with this, so that's just something you got to be aware of when you pick one of these up. It comes with two mounts. It comes with the Picatinny rail mount and the Picatinny riser rail mount. That's what I have on here, and this does not get in the way of the iron sight. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys the top of the rail system. This is pretty much where all the magic happens. Here I got all my attachments. I don't really run anything on the sides. I do have the rail panels, but I don't run really anything. Here I have my Night Evolution pressure switch. Both these buttons activate the pressure switch no matter which one I press. They don't activate the dbal. This is the only pressure switch available at the time when I bought it. It's still a good one. I keep it here in the back. I'll normally press this one, keep the stock all the way extended so I can extend my hand more than usual. So that's how I run it. Really nice pressure switch. It's rail mounted, so it's really easy to just put on the gun. You don't have to do any modifications or anything. Here in the front I have a GMP dbal. The unique thing about these is they do actually have an infrared laser if you do run night vision. But for now I'm just running the red laser. The red laser has two settings. It has low intensity and high intensity. It's really easy to adjust, and it has basically like a pressure switch right here that you just click and you just activate it on the fly. No need for a pressure switch, so that's why I'm not really probably not even gonna get a pressure switch for that. Laser could be easily adjusted with these two nubs on the side. There's one here on the other side, and that's that. Here I have my replica surefire rapid transition front side post right here. Just wanted to go over that. Really nice. You can adjust these if you do need to, and it's just like barely hitting the D-ball. So like I said, I was just trying to keep everything kind of tight here up on the front. Here I have my surefire replica. So this is a Night Evolution M600C replica with an offset mount. The offset mount was only about 20 bucks. Flashlight was like 50. Runs on two CR123 batteries, and they're just great flashlights for the money. I highly recommend you guys pick one of these up because they are blinding. About 190 lumens, so it's pretty good for the money, pretty good for the price also. Same thing, I'm sorry. So just might want to look into one of these. Here, instead of going with a flash hider or a quick detach, I went with a replica muzzle brake because I do like the look of this. Kind of like trying to go for that. Trying to go for like that recoil reduction feel, so I went with this, but it's not going to really even do anything, to be honest. It's just more off for looks, but I do like how this looks, so I decided to get it. This is a dytac muzzle brake replica, so that's that. Going over to the other side now. Alright guys, so I'm just going to be switching up the Lm4 to give you guys a different view of it. Here you got the trademarks. It says KWA Professionalism, Lm4C, PTR, caliber 6mm, serial number there. One thing you cannot do unless the gun is cocked, you cannot put it to safe unless the gun is cocked, so it's not bad trigger safety or whatnot. You just can't do it. Your takedown pins are right here on this side. That's pretty much it. Systema stock is all messed up after just using it one time, so I'm pretty disappointed about that. Just going to be going over that. Bolt releases right there, bolt catch, whatever. Mag releases on the other side. And I just want to show you guys the front end so I can just show you pretty much how tight I have everything here. Pretty much they all lock from this side, or you just screw them on from that side. So I originally wanted to keep the scout light here on the side, keep the rapid transition iron sights more in the front, but I can't do that because of the way these mounts are. So that's just one thing. That's pretty much it. I do have the Noveske rail panels, kind of like the handstop kit here for it, but since they can't attach, since there's no keymods on the bottom, I can't even run those, so that's kind of a disappointing thing. And I just want to give you guys my final thoughts on the Lm4. And the Lm4 is just a terrific gun. It shoots great, it feels great, it has good weight to it, it's fun to use. I think that's probably the most important thing. It's a great training weapon. Originally when I went with this build, when I started this build, I was trying to go for more of a Chris Costa, Travis Haley build, maybe try to keep everything fast as possible, not too much weight, and I think I've done that really with this build. I really love it. The Lm4 is just a terrific platform. It's a terrific training platform. Internally, this thing looks like a real AR. It functions like a real AR or a real M4. It's just a great overall rifle. I think KWA outdone themselves in terms of reliability with this weapon. The only problem I recommend that you guys probably just be advised. I don't even know what I'm saying, but the magazines are a bitch to deal with. I currently have 9 magazines and 5 are broken right now. It's more than half. So that's just a problem that you guys are gonna have to deal with. 5 of them are leaking from the bottom. 4 of them are leaking from the bottom. 1 is leaking from the top, and 1 has feed lips, and the feed lips are broken on 1. So that's a huge pain that I just gotta deal with. And mags are kind of hard to come by. So I had to buy mine over time, just constantly picking 2 up at a time for whenever they were in stock. So, like I said, if you guys have an opportunity to pick one of these up, I highly recommend you guys do it. This gun is just fun to use. It's a terrific gun. Just one last thing. Be sure you don't lose the stuff that's included with the gun, such as the speed loader to load up the magazines, because that's going to save you guys a lot of time. Be sure not to lose up the hop-up adjustment tool, because that's also going to save you guys some time, save you guys some frustration, since you can break the hop-up really easy if you mess up while adjusting it. So be sure not to lose those. One last thing is to make sure if you pick this gun up locally, make sure to chrono it before you pick it up. Sometimes the Lm4 might be shooting 410 FPS, sometimes it might be shooting 350. This one's shooting 352 with two O's. That's when I chronoed it the last time. So just make sure, depending on what you want to get this. If you want to get this gun for field, make sure it's chronoing good. If you want to get for CQB, make sure it's chronoing good again. So just be sure and just get parts for it for real steel guns, because this is that's what you have to get for this. So guys, thank you for watching. Leave a comment because I'm sick while making this video for you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed the editing style. Thanks for